What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. So, I was informed I did. Oops. So it's a little loud, apparently. I did make an oopsie. I was supposed to switch to the other game at the end of the last chapter, though I guess that just comes with recording in advance, right? So, yeah, we kind of fucked up, but then I wouldn't get to see the date, bro. That would have been a shame. So we'll finish this chapter, and then we'll jump to the other game and read through that. Though I swear my instructions before was, it's the chapter after Tatano appears, so I thought we were on Pace Patante, but I guess not. Anyways, last episode was amazing. A great date with Mion. W Mion, okay. But then it got top blocked by Tatano and Shion. Nightmare blunt rotation. Nah, I love Tatano, so she's cool, but gotta pretend to hate her, you know? Anyways, yeah, let's continue this date and, I don't know, finish up the chapter. We should be done. I feel like we've gamed through a lot of the chapter, so. This woman is our enemy? I was trembling from a chill, as if all the blood in my body had frozen over, and I tried to brace myself, even through the air conditioning was running full even though the air conditioning was running full blast, cold sweat came overflowing down my back. It's no good. Don't do anything suspicious now. I don't know anything at this point. Just that this woman is a nurse at the Irie clinic. So Teiji hasn't interacted with Tatano really in this fragment. I struggled to hold back up my hoarse breathing and suppressing my throbbing heartbeat while forcing a smile. Not sure if it worked, but Tatano-san smiled at Mian and I and then spoke up. I mean, it's just gonna be friendly banter. She's not gonna be all evil right now. You think Shion shouldn't be evil. I was gonna say, like, the only times that Shion and Tatano met was when Shion was going crazy, but she's already Satoko pilled, so it should be chill. And yes, it was a date. Hearing the word date, Mion got restless, and Tatano seemed to think the reason for my jerky movements was that I was just nervous. It was just that I was nervous. Good. When Shion saw me like that, she grinned and looked like she was getting ready to make fun of me. As much as I like Tatano, come on, you guys ruined the vibe, bro. It went from like super cutesy to like serious, hey, we're planning our future. Well, not really. I mean, they were literally planning their future, not necessarily together, but that was like the next step. Hey, it can become sexy though. I guess somehow. It's fun, yo, library enjoyer, dude. I think libraries are fun too, man. Back in the day, renting all those books, the manga section, bro. I used to rent the Kingdom Hearts manga a lot, and then Volume 1 of Kingdom Hearts 2, because they never had another volume of that. That was like my go-to renting. Or that Toriyama one that they're making an anime of. What's it called? The desert one? You probably know what it is. There's an anime coming out of that soonish. That one was cool too. And Dorororo with the lizard guy. Or is it? Whatever, yeah, the lizard guy. Those were like my go-tos. Yeah, superficial people. Shion's coming from the future here, man. It's a red flag. Did you hear that from some office lady? Plus, there's only so much money you can spend as an unemployed student. Okay, I'm mostly back to normal now. Composure regained. I guess technically Shion can go crazy while still liking Satoko. Maybe she just hates Mion, but they seem so friendly, so I don't think it's anything malicious. Tatano-san handed Shion some files and flashed me and Mion a suggestive smile before turning and heading out. Was she trying to make fun of me? No, she's just always suggestive. You know, don't you? Just hear the voice, man. The vibe from the voice is crazy. What was the deal with that smile? Anyway, that's an unexpected combination. Shion and Tatano-san. How on earth were the two of them connected? And what were those files Tatano-san gave Shion? The best fanfic of your life? I had a bad feeling, but was it just because I was feeling overly cautious about her? I pointed to the files in Shion's hands. I like the sea monster one. We should report this to Rita though. Maybe this is a sign Shion might go crazy this arc somehow. But she got the buff. Did she get a... I thought she might have gotten a buff. I mean the flashback buff, of course. Oh no. Yeah, Mion doesn't like this. The moment Mion heard that, she rushed to cut off Shion's conversation, and nearly fell over after suddenly being struck by her threatening attitude. Yeah, stop it. You're ruining the vibe, literally. That is very true. Yeah, she literally just got them now. No! Not only is she cock blocking the date, she's stealing us from Mion? This is a disaster. Please give me a choice. I'll choose Mion. Fuck it. Actually, no, if it's the wrong choice, I'll choose Shion. But I'm not gonna be happy about it. Okay? Mion grabbed my arms, her eyes were slanted, and she looked pretty angry. Right, we're studying today. Just the two of us. No, it's a studying date. So anyone ignored in that situation would get upset. Yes, thank you. Be sensible. It can't be helped. I was concerned about Tatano-san's notebook. It's all just garbage anyways. Or it's like knowledge, but Rita can just tell you it. You don't need it. But I decided to give up on discussing it with Shion. Thank you. Based. We're back on track. Bad on Shion too. Stop teasing. Greedy. But good. Shion laughed, seemed like it was slightly teasing Mion, but Mion responded by glaring at her with a disgruntled expression. True? Why are we beefing? I thought we were friendly. Oh no, we're actually beefing, Thud. What the heck? They were friendly! How is she under the crazy without the Satoto thing? I guess she's just like mad about... I guess she can still blame the Sonozakis on Satoshi's disappearance. God damn it, I guess that's the next hurdle. That will be a cliffhanger because we're trying to move to another game for a bit. Mion tipped her chair over while abruptly rising to her feet and then glared at Shion, making no effort to hide her anger. Unswayed by Mion's momentum, Shion stared back at her. It's a library, don't square up.
あんたまだ疑ってるの？いい加減にしないと私どうなっても知らないよ。どう？それは警告ですか？次期当主様。ひょっとして今年の綿流しでたたりに会うのは私ってことで？バカなこと言ってんじゃないよ。誰に吹き込まれたか知らないけど、なんでそんなデタラメを。
Yeah, I mean, Mion's just right. Not even me being a Mion stan, but you know, obviously she's trying to be pissed because she unknowingly blocked the date, and then she basically like, oh, you seem pretty angry. Are you guys trying to murder me this year? Like, it's kind of fucked up, man.
デタラメ
It's garbanzo beans.
だったら言ってくださいよ、本当のことを。
You just don't trust Mion enough. It is what it
私は
is.
本当のことが知りたいだけなんです。そのために動いて何が悪い。だからそれは。
No, don't falter. Just say, yeah, she already said. She was doing good before. The force of that question seemed to suddenly make Mion falter. Shion's overwhelming anger had turned the situation around. Now she was venting her rage at Mion, moving her face in closer.
ああ、お姉はいつもそうですよね。
It's time to step in the middle, split them up. Gotta
当
stop
主当
this.
主という割に周りの顔色を伺って当たり障りなくのらりくらりと。でも私は違うんです。サトシ君のことを誰も話したがらないならそれでもいい。だったら勝手に調べるだけだから。あんたの力なんて期待してない。だから邪魔だけはするな。いい加減にしろ、この大バカ野郎。ミオン
Mion? Whoa! Okay, I thought like it was like a warning thing. Mion was about to swing. Holy. I thought she got like bonked or something. When I saw Mion raise her fist in rage, I grabbed Mion from behind, then I made her turn toward me and peered at Shion over Mion's shoulder. Just leave, bro. Why are you straying up in a library? Silence. No? Oh, okay. Okay, Teichi, you're literally just throwing salt in the wound here. Why would you add that on?
二人で勝手に勉強でも何でも楽しくやってなさい。
Yeah. Shoo. The vibe is literally dead.
お子ちゃまカップルが。
It's not gonna help their relationship. Kinda ruining Mion's first date, man. So it's not a little baby date, this is a highbrow date, alright? A baby date would be like going to the movies. Motherfucker. I'm joking, alright? Shion fans, I mean, you probably don't like me if you're a Shion fan. I probably shit talk her way too much. But don't crucify me. After that unpleasant remark, Shion walked away. Yeah, you babies. Then after seeing her off, I urged Mion back to her seat. Thank you. Should have let her swan do probably shouldn't have, but would have been funny.
いいよ。ケイちゃんが謝ることじゃない。
The awkward silence continued. Hoping to break through it, I decided to ask what they were even arguing about in the first place. How about you just like drop the subject? No, maybe this is like a good way of tackling it. If they can talk maturely, let Mion vent the anger. That'll make her feel better.
さっきシオンの言ってたサトシのことって何のことだ？
何、ケイちゃん。知り
I
たい
don't
の？
know. We don't have nothing else to do. Mion merely grimaced. Still, it wasn't just for the sake of curiosity. I wanted to hear a proper explanation to confirm what I heard from Rita-chan.
ミオンは当然知ってるんだろ？鬼隠しのこと。
うん。まあ。
She was speaking unusually evasively, most likely for the reason I heard from Akane-san
あ
earlier.
別に問い詰めているんじゃないぞ。言いたくないなら無理には聞かないしさ。
That's a police answer?
楽しい
That's,
話じゃない
that's a
よ。
fishing for an answer question, you know? Or statement. Mion anxiously turned her gaze downward, then slightly raised her head back up. I realized she was just trying to avoid telling these bad stories out of concern for me. That's why I smiled and tried to reassure her.
楽しくなくても物騒でも何でもいいさ。それにこれを聞いたからってひなみ沢とミオンたちのことを嫌ったりはしない。茜さん、ミオンのお母さんとの約束だしな。
お母さんが
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
それじゃケイちゃん。
After nodding to her, I went on to tell her the things I heard from Akane-san the other night about Hinamizawa and Mion and everyone else. Of course, Mion frowned at first, learning that I already knew about the things she wanted to keep hidden from me. But when I told her that my feelings remained unchanged and I trusted her all the same after hearing the story, she had a relieved, bitter smile on her face and seemed convinced. Good. Then,
わかった。それじゃあ私の知ってることだけ。
with that preface, Mion began to slowly open her mouth. It was a story about the repeating curse in Hinamizawa, although most of the content was the same as what I already heard from Akane-san and Rita-chan. One person died and one went missing on the day of the festival every year for the past 4 years, and the people of Hinamizawa secretly attributed to the curse of the village guardian deity, Oyashiro-sama. Being demoned away is sort of like being spirited away. It's when someone vanishes due to Oyashiro-sama's curse, but hearing it directly from a major village figure like Mion gave me a clearer understanding of the state of awe the villagers were in. And so, the file that Takano-san gave Shion must have contained all kinds of research into demoning away phenomenon. It was surprising enough that Takano was investigating such a thing, but I was even more surprised to learn that Shion was fixated on the idea of people being demoned away.
なんでシオンは
Yeah, she's still
あんなに必
obsessive
死になっ
about
て
it.
調べてるんだ。
サトコにはお兄さんがいてさ、サトシって言うんだけど、サトシとシオン仲良かったから。
I mean, kind of. I wouldn't call it extremely close, but sure.
サトシ
He knew Shion was like not Mion for like an hour?
シオンってサトシのことを。
There's like that really funny meme of like there's that one CG from May where Satoshi wakes up and like Shion's hugging him and Satoshi just has like a blank face and he's like imagine just waking up from a coma and that happens and you're like who the fuck is this?
去年サトコのおばが殺され、兄がいなくなりました。
I heard indeed I had heard as much from Rita-chan earlier. I see, so Shion likes Satoshi. That must be why she cares so much about his sister Satoko.
でもね、
In this world.
サ
In
ト
the
シ
other
が
one, it's pretty
い
twisted.
なくなっちゃったの。去年の綿流しのお祭りの日に。
Fake news, it was a couple days after. Unless it's different in this fragment.
それが鬼隠し。
Mion nodded. I understand, so Shion is investigating the demoning away phenomenon because she wants to find Satoshi's whereabouts.
正直無茶なことしてるって思ってるよ。
It's not unreasonable, it's kind of fucked up to accuse your, like, family of killing him. Nah, I mean, maybe not, but it's fucked up to accuse Mion at least.
シオンは鬼隠しはその崎家の仕業
Nah, maybe it is. I mean,
やっ
it's
てるみたいだね。
it is kind of fucked up you're accusing your family, even if they had beef. And they do literally kill people. You know, he's a Hinamizawa, and I don't think they... I don't know.
その崎のことあれこれ調べ回ったりしてさ、いっぱい協力したのにこっちの気も知らないで。
けどそれって普通じゃないか。
Yeah, it's not wrong per se. Mion seemed surprised and raised her head to look up at me. Still, I wasn't trying to take Shion's side here. I was just trying to express how I
もし
felt.
もさ、もしもミオンが鬼隠しにあっていなくなったら、
You would look at all angels, though she's focusing more on the Sonozaki angle, but they are kind of the obvious answer, so.
俺もきっとシオンと同じことをしてると思うな。ミオンだってそうじゃないのか？
Damn, I love how he's asking this serious question, but also rizzing at the same time. Let him riz.
そりゃ私だってもちろん
Multitasker.
できることすべてやってケイちゃんのこと探し回って
Thanks, Mion.
そして
Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Suddenly, Mion stared at me, then drooped her head while biting her lip. At her lip. And then, as she was remembering something, she muttered something at me in an inaudible whisper and turned pale as she held her head high. Or she held her head.
シオン
Not high.
あんたには罪がある。あんたは今までミオンだった。
Oh no. Oh, flashback buff.
園崎家の鬼を継ぐミオン
That's
とい
funny.
う強い立場がありながら、サ
That's
トシ君を救わなかった、救おうとしなかった。
We love the buffs.
サトシ君を救うための100億の瞬間があったはずなのに、あんたはその全てを見殺しにすることを選んだんだ。
As much as I am a Shion hater, quote unquote, I did love her crazy speeches in Mayatashi. They were pretty goated. My favorite one was her snapping at Kimiyoshi. I know that one's kind of the low-key one, obviously. The Satoko one kind of goes hard too, but the Satoko seemed better, obviously. But the Kimiyoshi snap was like, it was so abrupt and so good, man.
私は許さない、お前を許さない。お前が私だったらサトシ君を救えていたのに。お前が私を奪いサトシ君を殺したことを私は絶対に許さない。私はお前を殺すだろう。絶対に殺す。お前を一番残酷に殺す方法が何なのか。今日から毎日考えて過ごしてやる。
This is the sanest Shion rant, by the way. Sanest Shion rant.
私がそれを思いつくまでのわずかな日々をいつ殺されるのかどう殺されるのかに怯えながら過ごすがいい。簡単には殺さない。むごたらしく殺す。殺した後はサトシ君と同じ井戸に放り投げてやる。そしてサトシ君にあの世で謝ってこい。それが私を語り続けてきたことへの報いだ。
It's your fault. It's both of your faults, honestly.
報いお前の罪。
This is also not even from Mayatashi. Is it not? This isn't from Mayatashi. It kind of sounded like it, but it wasn't. The demon form of Mion was simply terrifying. I could only hold my knees and tremble. But now I understand. If I was in the same position as that Mion, what would I think? What would I do? Well, first off, she wouldn't go crazy. But, yeah. I mean, again, look at Go and Sotsu. Infected Mion is literally the most based infected, not infected, but like, yeah, whatever, like, high level symptom Mion is the most base high level symptom person we've ever seen. She's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll fight everyone to protect Keiichi.
わかるよ。
It's what true love is. No crazy ass parasite can change that.
やっと気づいた。
ミオン？
私、サトシの仲間としてベストを尽くしたつもりだった。でも、シオンはそうじゃなかった。あの子の気持ち、私、ちゃんと理解できていなかった。
I recall the exchange between Mion and Shion. It's true that Shion's reaction was a bit excessive, but thinking about it calmly, I realized what the underlying feeling drove her, I think. Yeah, but gotta keep your emotions in check. Though I guess they're teenagers, so we'll give a pass. I'll give a pass. Satoshi had been demoned away, but Shion was still thinking about him even now. but she can't find him. And the more she feels that deadlock, the more it fills her heart with anger, sadness, and anxiety. The pain expands infinitely and eventually leads to suspicion and dark emotions.
二人で勝手に勉強でも何でも楽しくやってなさいな。お子ちゃまカップルが。
Stop showing that line, it's lame. Little baby date. Guess what? This little baby date's better than any interaction you had with Satoshi. Get fucked. No, I mean it's true, but I can't imagine how Shion felt when she saw us while she was worrying about all that. Okay, I guess technically it's touchy, but she was chill. She was chill. But when she first saw us, I don't know. Even though she's normally would have let it slide, she was so sensitive that she couldn't help but get spiteful. And who could blame her? For hating herself or feeling that way, getting overly worked up and being irritable? I can blame her. That too.
私にはケイちゃんがいる。でもシオンにはサトシがいない。
Sister diff.
確かにタイミングが悪かったな。
うん。
It's not our fault. We were minding our own damn business. They could have just walked past us, not said a word. None of this would have happened.
私シオンの気持ち分かった気になってちっとも分かってなかった。シオンが不愉快になるのも当然だよね。
ミオン。
私シオンの立場で考えたら全然何もしてあげられなかったんだ。
Mian lowered her head, her long hair hung down to hide her face.
情けないな。今さらこんな形でやっと気づくなんて。私って本当。
The person before me was not the future Sonozaki family head, or the leader of our club. She was just a lone girl, and above all else, she was an older sister thinking of her younger sister. Kinda. And so... I was never feeling lost about how to respond to her.
ごめんなさい。だろ。
え？
Maybe that'll stop her from going crazy. That'd be pretty easy.
だったら謝ればいい。
Kind of like the Rena case. That got off-screened,
会えない
too.
相手じゃないんだし、悪いと思ったらごめんってさ。シオンに謝ればいいじゃないか。
ケイちゃん、でも。
Mion remorsefully turned her gaze downward, and then she spoke like she was muttering to herself.
さっきのあれの後だもん。会ってくれないかもしれない。
Send her a letter.
電話しても出てくれないかもしれない。
Or you could just call, yeah, I guess it's not that old back in the day.
今までのこと謝っても許してくれないかも。
You know, the best you can do is just apologize. It's up to them to accept it or not.
そうだな。でも、それを確かめるのはミオンだろ。
Right, nobody else can do it for her. Mion has to do that herself. She'll only reach an answer if she makes the first move.
やってみなきゃわかんないよ。それに、そこまで強く思ってるなら、なりふり構わずぶつけてみろ。ダメだった時は、今度は俺がミオンを励ましてやるからさ。
ケイちゃん。
Mion rubbed her nose and wiped away the tears running down her eyes. Then she took a deep breath to calm herself and nodded to me.
そうだね。わかった。夜、あの子のマンションに行ってみる。
よし。
ダメだったら電話する。うん。やっぱりいい。
Surely.
ダメなことは考え
I mean, it probably will work, actually, but still.
絶対うまくいかせるから。応援してて。
Mion disappears next day. I'm gonna be real pissed.
当たり前だ。
She gets tasered,
ミオン
man.
は俺の大切な仲間だからな。
ありがとう、ケイちゃん。
Mion gently held her hand out to me as she said that. and I quietly squeezed it with all my might. Even though I must have hurt a bit, Mion turned to me with a happy face. It's like, yo, bro, why are you squeezing so hard? Give it your best shot, Mion. I'm sure it'll work out. And I hope Shion will make an effort to understand too. The only thing left for me to do is believe in the two of them. Chapter end? Make it less awkward? Imagine if this is just one chapter to finish the whole... It can't be. There's still so much shit to do. I guess regardless, we can just end. Oh no.
さあケイちゃん、遠慮はいりませんよ。
Alright, I'm gonna go. Continue.
どんどん食べちゃってください。
We're eating. Why is she on here though? Free dessert. To my bewilderment, Kate's parfaits and other sweet treats were being carried out one after another. And the various colorfully decorated desserts were being sat down on the table in front of me, one by one. Thanks to that, the surrounding area was already rife with a sickly sweet aroma, and that alone was enough to make me feel full. The customers eating and drinking at the other tables looked awestruck as they watched the scene unfold. I mean, I'm overwhelmed enough as it is, so I'd like them to stop suspiciously staring at me.
さあ、どれからいきます？
I mean, it's nighttime, so maybe this is a short study.
どれもうちのパティシエ自信作ですからね。ちなみに私のおすすめはこれとこれと、あとこれとこれとこれ。
You know, like at the start of Higurashi when they described Angel Mort food being like average and everyone's just here to stare at the girls? I feel like as the series went on, they slowly started getting better food. Like it's actually hype now. And I'm wondering if it's because Rita's looping and all the chefs are getting like a flashback buff, so they're just making better desserts, imagine. Cause like, yeah, that's how it was described first, and then you know, tomato and like all the stuff just now it's like golden food, man. If you're gonna make recommendations, limit it to a single item. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
とにかく説明してくれ。いきなりここに呼び出したらともかく、このケーキの山は一体なんだ？
I'm guessing it's thanks for squashing the sisterly beef.
せっかくですから夕飯をご馳走しようかと。
お前の家じゃ食はパンの代わりにケーキなのか？このマリー・アントワネット。
Wow, classy reference, Keiichi. Straight out of high school. And just how many calories are in all this? Does she want me to die young from metabolic syndrome? It was right after I got home from school. Wait, this is a different day? Right after Mom and Dad told me they had to head to Tokyo for work, when I began checking our stock of instant noodles to figure out what to do for dinner, I received a phone call from Shion. Then she told me she had something to talk about and invited me to Angel Mort, and here I am.
それがなんでケーキの試食会になったんだ？
いいじゃないですか、ケイちゃん。昨日お姉と楽しんできたんだから、今度は私も楽しませて。
Honestly, as long as you're paying for these cakes, or they're free, I'll take it. But I'm not having as much fun as I did yesterday with Mion, okay? The way she said that had an extremely bewitching sound to it. But, wait, what am I thinking?
そんなことよりも。
I cleared my throat and decided to move on to the main subject. Otherwise, there's no point in bringing me all the way out here.
昨日どうだったんだ？
Did it work?
すみません。
She's
R
dodging.
入ります。
Oh, no, she's not dodging. The smile vanished from Shion's face. Then she signaled a senior waitress and sat down in the seat across from me. When I looked more closely at the surrounding area, there were no other customers near our table. Was it because Shion had the sense to keep other people from hearing us, or is she done talk about the research files? Yesterday I waited all night with my phone at my bedside, but Mion never taught. No way Shion kidnapped Mion. Oh my god, no! Oh my fucking god, I knew we can't trust this snake. I'm so done, man. And I can't believe we're taking a break from this game. I'm gonna be tilted until we come back. And the next morning, when I arrived at our usual meeting place, Mion wasn't there. Apparently she was taking a sick day. Yeah, 'cause she's in a fucking dungeon. And what's more, even though Shion would normally show up, she didn't come to school that day. So naturally, we were all getting worried.
さっき聞きました。おねえ、今日休んだんですね。
Dude, Keiichi's trying to figure it out, though. Cause Mion told him that he was going, and he's trying to figure it out.
電話しようと思ったんだけどな。その前にお前から電話があったから。
まったく。
Shion stooped her hair back and had a bewildered look on her face. So she tried to calm herself by grabbing a glass of juice and chugging it without bothering to use the straw. And then a harsh noise rang out as she slammed her glass down on the table, then turned my way and looked at me across the piles of cake.
結論から言います。
What the fuck? Shion made a pained expression and leaned down on her elbows. That gesture had an overwhelming atmosphere to it, so I swallowed my spit to prepare
問
myself.
題。すべて。解決。
Huh? It's good? Okay, then where the fuck's Mion? Is she not in a dungeon? I'll forgive you then, if she's not kidnapped. I was caught by surprise and unable to understand what she meant, so I cried out in a stupid voice. When she had noticed that, she grinned a devilish smile, then burst into non-stop laughter.
だから言ったまんまですよ。
And where's Mion?
心配しまくらせてしてやったりってな感じですが、おあいにくさまってやつです。
Okay, I still don't fully trust this, though. Because Shion's insane. Shion let out a strange giggle. In other words, it's safe to assume that Mion and Shion somehow managed to reconcile?
それだったらもったいぶらずに昨日のうちに言えよ。シオンもひでえが、ミオンもミオンだ。
Don't blame Mion.
こっちは結構今の今まで気が気でなかったんだぞ。
そりゃお互い様ってやつでしょ。違いますか？ミカちゃまとあちこち出歩いている浮気者の前原圭一さん。
That's platonic. Motherfucker. According to most people, anyways. I didn't say anything to counter Shion's sharp point. I certainly have been spending a lot of time together with Rita-chan. She got me there. So I can't tell her the reason for that.
ま、その反論はいずれ聞くとして。
Okay, where's
お
Mion?
姉には私から口止めしたんですよ。もう少しケイちゃんに心配させろってね。
I'm not buying it.
どういう意味だよ。
Kinda.
卒がなさすぎると男から見れば構わなくても大丈夫って思われるもんですから。
Don't kind of buying it more.
気を引きたかったら他の女のことを考える暇がないくらい、もうちょっとケイちゃんにやきもきさせるくらいでないと。
What, so she skipped school?
なんてね。でへ。
It's a little extreme.
可愛くない上に激しく誤解ってやつだ。それはとにかく本題に戻せ。
はいはい。まあお姉と私ってのはちょっと語弊がありますね。正確には私と園崎家ってことにしておいてください。今までだってお姉とは普通に付き合ってきたわけだし、別に私お姉本人を嫌ってなかったんですから。
そうだよな。だけどいつも言い合いしてるのは仲がいいからって勝手に思ってただけに、昨日のあれを見るとちょっと分かんなくなってさ。
Bam, 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 bam,
ゲイちゃんそんな風に
bam.
見てたんですか？
Come
で
on.
も好きの反対は嫌いじゃないですよ。
Yeah,
好
that's
きじゃなければ
lovers.
無関心になりますから。特に私は。
Shion smiled as she said that. Maybe it was just my imagination, but her smile lacked its usual cynical slant to it. It was a radiant smile as she had just received a gift.
とはいえ、昨日が確かにヤバかったのは本当です。お姉と話す機会がなかったら、絶好状態が当分は続いていたと
Yo,
思います。
okay, I'm assuming this isn't a bait and we actually came in clutch, so that'd be
それじ
good.
ゃあミオンとは話をしたんだな。
ええ、いろんな話しましたよ。もっとも最初はケイちゃんだから言いますが、私かなりイラついてて聞く気全然なかったんですけどね。
Then Shion told me about yesterday. When I got home, I threw a pillow in the wall in a fit. I was annoyed by the dull sound it made as it hit and then rolled to the floor, so I rushed over and kicked it into the air. Anyway, I really just felt awful. And it wasn't just because of Mion. Keishi was right beside her, but he didn't do anything to call her out for her cowardly behavior? Excuse me? He was taking your side more than Mion's, it felt like. He, stopped her from punching you and stuff. He was sort of, he was Shion favored in that fight, alright? In fact, he chased me away like I was in his way. You were literally in his way in the date, my friend. With that attitude, after all we've done to support you. And a first date at the library? Huh, you two are so immature. Baby date, baby date. How carefree do you have to be to... What the heck? What do you mean carefree? It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You're being mature because you're studying for your future. They were literally planning for their future. It's the opposite of a baby date. That's going to be the title of this fucking baby date. This shit has destroyed my mind. I'm so pissed off. What good is Mion if she can't do anything when it really matters? It's been that way for a long time. Mion is trying to put on a good face for everyone, so she can't speak frankly what she thinks. How miserable. She gets paraded around by the Sonozaki family and the people of Hinamizawa. What a hopeless fool. Jelly. How annoying. It's sickening. It's driving me crazy. I'm getting irritated and resentful. It's frustrating. I know these feelings in my heart aren't actually directed at Mion and Keiichi. In fact, it's not really directed at anyone, so I couldn't find an outlet. I was starting to feel like I needed to vomit. It was painful, sore, and depressing. It was so hard to endure. I felt an emotion swelling up inside of me, and it was envy. Why does Mion get to have such a nice boyfriend? Because she's nicer. Why is Mion the village golden child? Excuse me, that's Rika? Mion's a nice second place, though, I'll admit. Meanwhile, the boy I like is John. And no one welcomes my existence at all. School people, yeah, come on, you're selling yourself short, Shion. Plenty of people like Shion, dude. You're not the village's golden child because you don't even fucking live there. It's like saying, why aren't I, Winnipeg's golden child? I've never been to Winnipeg in my damn life. Even though it's a couple-hour drive away from me. Tears came overflowing non-stop. I should have been able to endure it. I thought that if I kept it locked in my heart, it would disappear someday. But in the end, it was impossible. Seeing the two of them having fun together and learning that a girl's boyfriend protects her like that made me utterly mortified. I hated and I couldn't help but feel that way. Okay, so she was actually mad just by the sight of it.
Satoshi-kun.
You know Shion's gonna be like the man of that relationship when it happens. If it happens. I mean, I guess Satoshi does wake up in the episodes too, but no confirmation he gets together with Shion, though. Did you assume I'm skipping? Tears spilled down to my bed sheets, leaving stains all over the place. Satoshi-kun, why did you disappear? If you were still around, I'm sure you'd be able to support... I'd be able to support Mion with all my heart. Even if Keiichi butts in on me and her, I'd be able to calm myself by teasing him like, this is getting steamy. I want to see you, I want to hear your voice, I want to talk, I want to gaze at your shy, constantly embarrassed face, forever and ever. I want you to praise me for working so hard to keep the promise I made. I've been working hard to take care of Satoto all this time. No need to thank me. After all, I enjoyed spending time with Satoto too. Based? Rare Shiondub? I knew I was able to find a whole lot of great things about the girl that I never knew before. And I think she probably likes me too. And Itachi thinks to me that she's able to eat squash now. That is a feat. Gotta give it to Shion for that. So tell me I did a good job. I want you to stroke my head like you used to. Hey Lamau, party time, Shion. Hopefully you're in the mood. Yo, what the fuck? She has the giant bear. Shion's the one who killed Satoshi and stole the bear? No, I remember that bear. It's funny she has one though. Super Brain, first light. It's been a while since we saw Shion's apartment. Just then, the doorbell rang. I kinda liked it though. It's kinda nice. When I raised my tear-filled face to look up, the bell rang again like it was chasing me. I looked at the clock. It was pretty late. Who on earth would come here at this hour?
誰ですか？シオン、私、おねえ。
I was a bit surprised. It wouldn't be strange for an acquaintance of mine to come over at this hour, but Mion had never come here this late before. Not to mention, after our argument earlier, normally she waited for a while for us to both cool off and then give a warm phone call like nothing had happened. That was her usual pattern. I grabbed a tissue from my bedside to wipe away my tears, then stood up. And then I spoke, replacing my cheerful voice with a deliberately distorted, guttural voice to vent my displeasure.
何ですか、おねえ。こんな時間に。
That is kind of a nasty voice.
マナー違反じゃないですか？ごめん。シオンと話したいなって。あいにくですが、私は何も話すことがありませんので。お帰りください。早く帰らないと、ばあさんにきっと怒られますよ。いい。ばっちゃになんて言われても。そんなこと言われても私が困ります。どうせばあさんのことだから、また私がおでんを足止めしたんじゃないかって考えるでしょうし。そしたら結局、私が悪者じゃないですか。そうだろうね。だから、ここ開けなくていい。
Damn, door talk.
ここから話すから。
Makes it dramatic.
話聞いてほしいよ。
I let out an exasperated sigh. How stupid and naive can you be? Oh, glorious family
話
head.
したければどうぞご勝手に。でも私、シャワー浴びたいんで。
Bruh.
それでもよければ好きなだけ喋って帰ってください。ありがとう。シオン。
From beyond the door, I could hear Sabi mixing with the sound of her voice. Alright, I'll take a shower. Let me grab some clothes and a towel. It's making me hard to like her, alright?
サトシのために、私のできることをやった。
No bully.
ベストを
Mion, especially.
今までずっと思ってきた。バッチャとか、園崎の人間にも、いろいろ行き先聞いて回ったし、大石に疑われた時は、サトシが捕まらないようにって、お父さんに頼んで動いてもらった。だから、サトシがいなくなって、どこに行ったのかわからないって知った時は、正直、もうどうしようもないって、 自分で勝手に納得させてた。
Yeah, I already know that. Why are you bothering to say this now? It's totally
シ
ridiculous.
オンとサトシの仲を知った時もそうだった。二人の仲を認めてあげてって。サトシはとてもいい子だよって。バッチャにでもみんなうんってなかなか言ってくれなくて、悔しくて悲しくて、シオンたちにごめんっていつも思ってた。
What's this? A confession? Does she really think that's all it'll take for me to forgive her?
ごめん。ごめんね。
Got this sad ass song on too, man. Are you trying to make me feel? I mean, I do feel. I feel pretty sad right now, man. Can't hit me with this song, dude. Top 5 saddest Higurashi songs. How annoying. Just go home already. Thinking that, I walked over to the door while brushing my hair.
シオンがしてもらいたかったのはそんなことじゃなかったんだ。
Leon's voice was coming from beyond the door. Her words were tear-soaked and full of so much sobbing that I was having trouble hearing.
私、ケイちゃんのことを好きになって、やっと分かった。もしケイちゃんと私との付き合いをみんなに反対されたら、私、どんなことをしても認めてもらうまで説得してたと思う。
At least from this scene, I can 100% guarantee Shion, or 90% guarantee Shion didn't go crazy and kidnap Mion.
一生懸命じゃない。死に物狂い
It'd
で
be a wild plot twist if they,
投げ出して、
after all this.
それでもダメなやつがいたら、最後は
Whoa! No, you wouldn't. Actually, she might, for Keiichi. What is this
い
lunacy?
なくなってもそう。
Don't call it. You literally did that, motherfucker. Well, not literally, but kind of. Equivalently.
村全部かき回して、それでもダメだったら隣の町も
Fuck. I'd even go to fucking Dodora for Keiichi, and nobody likes Dodora, dude.
日本全国探してもいなかったら外国にだって行って。
Canada. Canadian Higurashi, top tier fan game. It's honestly like, it's an odd fan game. I actually have a playthrough of. If you ever want to see, type in Canadian Higurashi on my channel bar. It's a wild game that made 0 sense.
1% でもいいからその可能性にかけて。
But I appreciate it.
それでも見つからなかったら、周りの人がみんな嘘言ってるんじゃないかって疑って、詰め寄って聞きまくって。
Dude, she's using the flashback buff to relate to Shion? Because this is literally just what Shion was feeling?
どんなことしてもケイちゃんに会いたいと思う。もしケイちゃんを殺す奴がいたら、私がこの手で殺してやる。そんな思いを。さいな。シオン、あんたはずっと、この1年ずっと思ってたんだね。そんなことにも気づかずに、私は本当に最低だった。園崎の力、園崎の当時の力、もっと使い方がたくさんあった。うるさい、うるさい、うるさい、うるさい。
I could no longer keep quiet. I spilled all the dark feelings I had been keeping in checked until now and hurled them at my idiot sister on the other end of the door. I could no longer hold back the boiling yet freezing negative thoughts and emotions that I tried to keep locked away for so long.
今さら何を言われても、どう言い訳しても何になる。サトシ君はいなくなった。あんたたちのせいでいなくなった。すべて終わって、どうしようもなくなってから謝罪されても、サトシ君は帰ってこないんだ。ごめん。シオン、本当に ごめんなさい。私がしなきゃいけなかったのは、あんたやサトシを助けることじゃなかった。あんたたちの幸せを、どんなことをしても、何を引き換えにしても守ってあげることだった。分かってるんじゃない。分かってたんじゃない、あんたは。なのにあんたは何もしなかった。ミオンなのに、あんたがミオンなのに、私とサトシ君のために何もしなかったんだ。ごめんなさい。もういいです。そんな口先だけの謝罪、今さら聞きたくもないです。
Dishonest. Come on, bruh.
気が済みましたか？だったらとっとと帰って、お願いだから。シオン、聞いて。私はケイちゃんが好き、大好き。帰れって言っただろ。だけど私
No! No! What the fuck? Shion gave us the Eternal Tot Bot, bro. When the fuck is this Satoshi motherfucker gonna wake up, man? Are you kidding me? He wakes up like when Rita goes to graduate and go to high school, man. That shit's gonna take like 5 years. We're in universe. Oh, it's Jover, bro. What the fuck? What the hell? I'm pissed. This is almost worse than Mion getting kidnapped. Cause at least we know Mion's gonna be saved. Cause this is a good arc. What the fuck? We got friend zoned. Oh no, dude.
何ですかそれは。
Yeah, stop.
あんたの自己
I'm
満足に付き合って。
I'm pissed.
だから一緒に探そう。サトシを。
Don't put this in writing, Mion. What is this idiot saying?
おねえ、言ってる意味がわかりませんよ。なんでサトシ君を見つけるためにそんなわけのわからないことをするんですか？
It's a restrictor that Xian will graciously tell her she doesn't need to do it. Please. I'm fucking heated. I'm livid right now.
私だってサトシのこと探したい。どこに行ったのか確かめたい。でもこうでもしないとシオンの必死な思いに近づけない。だって私バカだから。シオンと同じ痛みをずっと持ち続けていないと、またどこかで妥協しちゃうもん。
Back then, Mion put her hands onto mine. I looked at her fingers. Two of her why are we in the streets? We saw this shit in the building, no? Two of her fingernails on her left hand looked as ugly as mine.
これは
Equivalent exchange? That was pretty metal on Mion's part, honestly. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She didn't have to answer. She just had the same stress as I did. She atoned as well. The way those wounds were healing looked the same as mine. So did she get those wounds around the same time as I did?
爪を剥がされるなんてかわいそうすぎるんだもん。ミオン、お願いお願い、ミオン。遅すぎるって分かってる。今さらだって言われても仕方ない。けど一緒に探させて。私
Bro, Rita has the cheat code, man. Only Rita could save us from being friend zoned. It seemed like she was trying to pair us with Mion this whole arc, so maybe she'll just tell us, hey, take a look under the clinic, you know? Wait, oh, it's just until we find Satoshi. Hold on, it's not doomed, bro. Till they find Satoshi, like, they'll find Satoshi in a couple of days. We don't need him to wake up. Just find this motherfucker. Never mind, it's Gucci. Anyways, this is how you make a sincere apology. Another dub for Mion. Honestly, classic Mion dub. Idiot, you idiot. This girl, my one and only sister, is such a hopeless, complete colossal moron. What are you saying? What are you apologizing for? Back then, Mion really truly was doing her best for my sake. Even when I had my nails removed, even though it had nothing to do with her, she endured it alongside me, didn't she? Even so, she still wants to share the pain with me once again? Think it through. Try hard to remember once more. The one who did something wrong was me, wasn't it? Was dependent on Mion and unwilling to move, just holding a grudge and feeling hatred towards everything around me, besides Satoko, and throwing a tantrum. It's Hanyu? She's getting the Hanyu buff? No, just call her Mion, bro. I don't care for this Shion Mion bullshit. They are who they are now. Hug it out. Alright. I'll allow a hug and friendship, and then maybe Shion will protect you. No, this is a very good scene. I'm just memeing. I'm actually not that mad at Shion, like, all the times I'm shitting on her. It's just kind of like a classic meme. Tinged with some mad. A little mad, but not like that mad. It's all in good fun. I caught my breath when I found her curled up in the shadows by my feet. She was out on the cold ground. She was kneeling with her head on the floor, even though nobody was here to see it. Jesus, man. Jump scared? Shion jump scared? The tears came back, and they wouldn't stop. But why? The dark, heavy sludge smoldering in my chest just a moment ago vanished. Like it was purified. My whole body felt light. Call me on a demon exorcist? Cause that demon is gone. Ah, that's why she wasn't in her normal meeting spot. Cause she was in Otonomiya. And she's probably, okay. She's probably getting stoated by her grandmother. Alright, everything is right in this world. It is now 100% chance Shion's not crazy and kidnapping Mion. I'm glad to put the stamp on it. Without even thinking, we hugged each other, and then the two of us cried and cried and cried some more. If anyone around us could see us, they couldn't help but think we're total No, I don't know if I'd seen two twin sisters, like, bawling their eyes out, like, on the floor. I'd be like, man, that's kind of sad. I would have told them fools, what the fuck? Let them cry, man. Nothing wrong with a little crying. Or a lot of crying. But even so, in the end, I couldn't help but love her. Damn, that was an intense story. I'm just trying to eat some cake here, man. The vibe's kinda down. Oh. Dub. Bonding. I felt relieved and deeply satisfied to hear that things worked out. Another dub for Keiichi. You know, when I heard, like, honestly, I mean, this conclusion was actually really satisfying. Probably the most satisfying. The Rena one wasn't satisfying at all, honestly, but no, I mean, it wasn't satisfying, but the scenes leading up to it were really good. I don't know, I thought this shit would be harder, but I guess, like, if everyone's kind of in their best self, then it's, like, way easier than, like, because all of these other problems that we're solving in, like, a chapter were, like, a full arc worth of problems. But yeah, I guess it's just growth, baby. We didn't even
どうでもいい話で盛り上がっていました。
We didn't even fucking need Rika for this problem. Tell her this like when we meet her. Hey, we also saved Shion's soul, I guess. Shion let out a weird laugh as she said that, and yet she had a cheerful smile on her face. Like an evil spirit had just been exorcised from within her. That's what I'm saying, dude. Which told me that their time together had been by no means wasted.
それでまあ自称未来の義理の妹と
Okay,
しては
dude.
義理の兄にも幸せのお裾分けをと考えまして。
You know what? I'll take it. True. I'm glad Shiana approves of the marriage. We'll take official Keiichi and Mion shippers.
ただここのデザートでその10日を求めるとこれくらいの量でもほんのわずかばかりなんですけどね。
そのほんのわずかばかりを食い切れるかどうかは自信ないがな。
Nevertheless, I had more than enough sympathy for the happy feelings Shion had showed me, in which case the only proper response is to take it like a man.
よし、俺もエンジェルモートの K と呼ばれた男。
Nobody tells you
こ
that.
の程度のボリューム、
Actually
スカイッパラにはなんてことないぜ。
Kameda calls him K, so I guess he's not lying.
ケイちゃんならそう言ってくれると思ってました。さあどんどん食べてください。追加オーダーもじゃんじゃん受けたまわりますよ。
いや、それはさすがに勘弁。
What a night.
そういえばさ、シオン。
Oh, the
あの時
files.
高野さんからもらったスクラップ帳って、
Okay.
一体どんなやつなんだ？
The deets. I asked about the topic I suddenly remembered while wolfing down a fourth parfait. At the time, I wasn't able to see much more than the cover before Mion intervened. But I remember seeing a variety of notes and all sorts of articles clipped to it. And by the way, Shion seemed to have thoroughly enjoyed her fill of the sweets and was now savoring a coffee. That's not fair.
もらったんじゃないですよ。
Borrowed.
ちょっと貸してもらったんです。
Yep. They're precious after all. After that, Shion said wait a moment and then rushed over to the coat closet before returning, and in her hand was the very same scrapbook from that day.
私がひなみ沢の鬼隠しについて調べてるって言ったら役に立つかもって貸してくれたんです。もっとも少し見てみたんですが、なんかオカルト色が強すぎてすぐに読むのをやめちゃいましたけどね。
I'd read them. I love occult stuff. Shion handed me the scrapbook and I examined the contents. Indeed, there were clippings from dubious articles all over the place that mentioned weird stuff like mysterious phenomena and aliens. Rena would have loved it. I noticed something that stood out past the middle and stopped flipping the pages. It was an article about people being demoned away in Hinamizawa.
シオンも読んだのか？
ああ、読みましたよ。お姉と一緒に。お姉はよくもまあこれだけ嘘800をなんて笑ってましたけどね。
シオンはどう思う？鬼隠しについて。
ひょっとしてケイちゃん信じてるんですか？これって結構憶測と創作が入り混じったゴシップ記事ですよ。
Shion deeply laughed after saying that. Just like Mion, Shion didn't seem to believe the material at all.
まあ園崎のことを疑っていた時にこれを読んだら結構本気にしていたかもしれませんけどね。
Actual self-reflection.
昨日今日とお姉から話をいろいろ聞いているうちに気づいたんです。鬼隠しのたたりは実は一貫性がないってことに。
一貫性？
Happens at different times.
ええ、犠牲者が鬼隠しに遭う理由も
ああ、
だんだん曖昧になっていますし、
Though the murders also are kind of
そも
vague.
そもダム工事にまつわって村の掟に逆らう人が対象となるなら、4年前現場監督を殺して行方不明になった作業員は、3年前の夫妻はともかく2年前の神主の妻は、そして去年の主婦とサトシ君は、
They're unconnecting.
そう落ち着いて考えていくと、別にこの人たちは村に反抗的であったわけではないとすぐに分かっちゃいますから。
Well, the dam manager and the construction worker were, to be
それ
honest.
に
But other than that, I repeated the word back at her, feeling like a parrot. Shion shrugged her shoulders as she was a bit surprised and shook her head several times and answered.
園崎家って実は何にもやってなかったんです。たたりを起こしたのでも防ごうとしたわけでもない。噂に怯えていたという点では私たちと同じでした。
They were kind of clout chasing, honestly. False valor, you know? What the heck? We're at the shrine?
C の言う通りなのです。
Oh, we're reporting back to Rita.
園崎家、そしてお涼はいつも大したことをしていたわけではないのです。
She kind of praised us for stopping another disaster, dude. Usually that Shion going crazy is the worst for Rita because she gets the brunt of it. At least the village gets to live though when Shion goes crazy. That's a plus. Rita-chan confirmed that Shion's story was correct. Even though people accused Oryu Sonozaki of abetting the kidnapping of the minister Inutai's grandson during the dam conflict 5 years ago, in reality she didn't have anything to do with it. That's kind of crazy. I feel like it was almost retconned in a way. I talked about this before with the Otenodi thing in one of the Welcome to Hinamizawa episodes with Jack. Not to him, obviously. Like, I muted. But like, it really played out. Like, it seemed like the Mountain Gods gave the child to the Sonozakis who put them in the place. But then it was revealed later that it was Otenodi, so it kind of ruined that theory. But then, like, I don't know, Ori was just kind of playing it. That's when she's like, oh, I think it's time to let him go. It's kind of weird, man. But it massively intensified the opposition movement, and the huge campaign using all the Sonozaki family's resources was at its peak, so she suddenly cashed in on people's natural denunciation of her. They're chilling. They do kill people, and don't forget, they do kill people, maybe not the ones directly in Hinamizawa, but they literally would have killed Rina. They're kinda dangerous still. At least the actors are part.
古出家の他の御三家にも言えること。ただ、村を一つにまとめ上げるために絶対的権威が必要だったので、三つの家はお社様という崇拝大将を作り上げて、それがたくさんの人の畏怖と曲解を呼び寄せて、鬼隠しというものが出来上がったのです。
なんかそれって迷惑な話だよな。
Rita-chan smiled and said meep, and then shrugged her shoulders to respond to my honest thoughts. My face went meep.
工事現場の監督は現場の人にも評判が悪かったので、口論から発展と想像できました。でも賛成派だった北条家夫妻の事故はあまりにも象徴的で、
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
僕も最初は園崎が裏で動いているのではないかと疑ったこともあったのですよ。
でも園崎は何もしていなかった。それはリカちゃんも突き止めていたんだな。
Rita-chan remained silent and deeply nodded. Seeing her like that, I wondered if I should ask this, but I turned to her with a determination and spoke up.
そのご両親がなんで亡くなったのか知ってるのか?
Again, this is the biggest Takano L. She literally killed them for no reason. She killed them because she hated the wife, let's be honest. And obviously because they wanted to experiment more on Rita and they're kind of blocking that, but she was just beefing with Rita's mom. It's kind of fucked up. And I'm saying this is probably the biggest Takano stan. At least top 100 in the world, hopefully. There's not a lot of people like her, you know. Have some wiggle room in there.
一貫性がないと言っていた。それは動機がみんなバラバラだからだと思うんだ。
The on-site manager 4 years ago was due to trouble with subordinates and supervisors. 3 years ago, the Hojo couple's case was an accident, or they defied the villagers and agreed to the construction project. The housewife 1 year ago was murdered by a thrill seeker trying to piggyback on the curse, aka Satoshi, but not really. I mean, yes, it was him, but not the motive. Whatever the truth was, the motives behind the murders actually weren't consistent at all. That's what made it freaky. The one thing the murders had in common was the victim being an enemy of the village, and strictly speaking, it was doubtful that if that logic even applied in the housewife case, since she didn't really matter to the village. But that only highlights just how different the incident was 2 years ago with Rita-chan's parents. There certainly was a reason why they were targeted, but all the elements like the killer's motives were so unnatural and inexplicable that it was impossible to develop a profile of the culprit. Okay, what are you, in the CSA? CIA?
2年前の事件だけ
KG?
なぜか人為的な
Doing
動機
some
が見当た
criminal
らなかった
profiling?
単なる病死でなければたたりによるものとしか説明がつかない。その結果みんながたたりが本当に存在するのだと強く信じるようになった。つまりこの事件がきっかけとなってそれ以前に起こったものも含めた
That might be something.
一連の事件が不可思議な現象に変わったんだと思う。
Maybe part of the motivation was to like solidify the curse. In other words, you could say that that was the precise moment the curse of Hinamizawa was born. Rita-chan still hadn't yet said if Mito or Mio Tatano was responsible for her parents' murder, but if she was, it feels like the essence of this conspiracy is buried there.
すごいのです、ケイイチ。
Why are you saying that with that voice and that face? You usually switch voices when you make that face. Rita-chan sighed as if she was impressed and then put on a bright smile.
なるほど、そこに行き着いたのですね。やっぱりケイイチなのです。僕もそこまでは考えたこともありませんでした。
Rita-chan took a breath and kept quiet for a little while, like she was thinking something over. Then she looked up at the starry night sky and spoke in a voice completely devoid of emotion.
病死と言っても信じてはくれませんでしょう。でもおそらくあなたも疑っている通り。
But I'm pretty sure the wife got yoinked and definitely got murdered by Takano. I don't know about the dad though.
そして人為的な動機が垣間見えないのも無理はありません。犯人は
She's just talking about it in general, how the deaths are more natural than... That's what it seems like a
利用
curse.
した？その犯人ってやっぱり。
ここまでにしてくださいなのです。
I get it now. Yeah. Then Rita-chan apologetically bowed her head. Honestly, I wanted to hear more, but I had faith she'd tell me someday, so I didn't say anything more.
それよりもケイイチ、その高野が持っていたというスクラップ帳見せてほしいのです。
ああ、これだ。
He yoinked it? Wow. I wonder how Tatano feels about that. I opened my bag and pulled out Tatano's scrapbook, which Shion had loaned to me. Rita-chan roughly grabbed it and began randomly flipping through it, and her mood gradually soured as she did.
これをシーやレナ、そしてケイイチに見せていたのですね。ようやくわかりました。
わかったって何が？
このスクラップ帳、これが全てのトラップだったのですよ。
To make this, you think? I thought it was just like her little hobby. And she just enjoyed fan-fitting about herself. She definitely glazes herself a lot. But nah, I can see it being a trap. Especially like she knows like Renna's doing crazy. Is like, hey, take these scrapbooks.
妄想は頭で描いている限りは妄想のままですが、どんなこじつけでも根拠が文章として示された途端、そして自分以外の人間が書いた文章は自分だけじゃないと共感を呼び、
That's true.
雑誌などの媒体はあり得ることとしての信憑性を高める。
Very much true in real day, man. Someone sees a random article on a random website. It's automatically
その
real.
崎家やひなみ沢に疑いを持つ者がこれを読むと、自分の考えが妄想ではないと錯覚して、さらに疑ってしまうことになります。
人は見たい現実だけを見るってやつか。
I remembered reading something like that in a magazine somewhere in the past.
C はミーと和解したおかげで
You're
このトラ
welcome.
ップに陥
We
ることを
helped.
逃れられました。危ないところだったのです。このまま進んでいたら C はきっと
Bad news bears.
リカちゃん、
助かったのです。ケイチ、
Yeah. Bad times for Rita.
やはりあなたが仲間にいてくれて本当に良かったのですよ。
Rita-chan had a bright smile on her face as she said that. I don't quite understand, but it seems like I did something to help her.
それにしてもさ、
何ですかケイチ。
このスクラップ帳は高野さんが作ったって言ってたよな。だとしたら作った本人はなおのことをこ
No.
れを事実みたいに信じ込ん
She's
でるってことになるんじゃないか。
Or it's actually a bait to make people go crazy.
まるでタタリをその目で見届けたいみたいに。
She wants to become the curse. Oh my god. It was just a casual comment, but Rita-chan's eyes opened wide as soon as she heard that, and then she began quickly flipping through the scrapbook. Then, the moment Rita-chan opened a particular page, she caught her breath and tensed up like she was frozen solid.
どうしたんだリカちゃん。
ええ、殺すわ。女王感染者の死体が作戦の鍵なの。あなたはここから遠く離れた東京の地での醜い政治的勢力争いの具になるのよ。そして鬼ヶ淵村の伝説のピリオドとなる。
まさか高野はタタリを人為的に発生させて村人
Oh
全
yeah,
員
I
を
guess
殺
she
す気な
didn't.
のですか？
I guess she never learned that Tatsuno just wants to wipe out the whole village, because she's always dead by that point. Yeah, we knew that, but I forgot she didn't know that in Matsurubayashi. This Hanyu didn't say, hey. Whoa, wait, hold on, I slipped. I was completely stunned by what Rita-chan just said. The driving force behind the conspiracy to murder Rita-chan was to annihilate Hinamizawa? Chapter end. Alright, how do you like the mid-season finale? Oh, please, chapter end me. Come on, it's such a great time to chapter end. There's no way it's a break. There's no shot. If it's, I mean, we'll end anyways. It's a break. That's crazy. Okay, I need to stop anyways. Yeah, this is the mid-season finale. I guess we'll just leave this chapter alone, and we'll move on to Miotsukushi. I feel like they're just trying to explain stuff. It's fine. What an ending. It's good. Anyways, see you in the next game. Let's see what's going on. I know that at least involves Tomei. What's her name? Tomai? It's been a while since we saw her. Let's see how she pops off. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna start right away. There's no break. See you on the next scheduled episode of Higurashi. Bye.